So we can learn and discuss, okay? Here, we need to be careful that our discussions on the Dharma should be to help each other improve our understanding and then experience the truth. So do not use it to feed arrogance or show off how much you know, etc. I have seen some people study and practice in such a way, and it is a pity that they have gone astray. So the more we learn, the more humble we are, okay? When one truly realizes the nature of emptiness, they realize the sameness of all dharmas and also the transcending of all dharmas. Hence, the Heart Sutra says, therefore, it is described in emptiness that there is no form aggregate, no feeling, no perception, volition, consciousness aggregates. Ordinary people only see existence and fix it or attach to an existent Dharma. But are unable to see or understand emptiness. Then there are some practitioners who are biased to emptiness and only see emptiness and not existence. Both situations are not ideal. When one is able to realize both existence and emptiness, then in meditation, using prajñā, they experience that all are beyond science. That is, no form, feeling, perception, volition, and consciousness aggregates. When they emerge from meditation and are engaged in this world, they still live as normal, eating, sleeping, going to the toilet, etc. They still experience or feel something exists, but do not have attachments. This is the stage of the sages that have awakened, but still have their vow of compassion. The teaching that in experiencing ultimate truths, there are no aggregates or form, etc., is realized by thoroughly understanding the sameness and inseparability of existence and emptiness. In this sense, it is different to a certain group of practitioners that view cyclic existence and nirvana as separate and distinct states of being. The realization of the middle way as taught in the Buddha Dharma can be regarded as a personal transcendence in the sense of awakening to the truth. This also means one can transcend worldly phenomena in the sense of harmonious integration with this worldly existence. We should know that when a bodhisattva is cultivating prajñā, they observe or investigate all dharmas from the basis of dependent co-arising, and from this, they can then understand that all dharmas is empty of intrinsic nature. That means because emptiness is all dharmas' true nature, therefore, everything can arise through causes and conditions. What bodhisattva eventually understand with the cultivation of prajñā is that emptiness and existence are mutually reliant on each other to be established, and that in each dharma there is no real intrinsic nature that can be found. This level of realization that all dharma are essential empty is gained upon entry into the first umi. This level is when the fundamental wisdom of non-discrimination allows a bodhisattva to awaken to the truth, and at this point, signs of manifested phenomena do not arise. Therefore, the Heart Sutra begins with the teaching that the five aggregates are all empty of intrinsic nature, and then it explains why the five aggregates are empty using the line, form is inseparable from emptiness, and emptiness is inseparable from form. Form is emptiness, and emptiness is form. This is actually the method to investigate and cultivate the prajñā, while the result of such contemplation is the personal realization of the truth, which is signaled in the line. Therefore, it is described in emptiness that there is no form aggregate, no feeling, perception, volition, and consciousness aggregates. This is Buddhism's middle way approach to realization of the truth, and we should not manipulate the teachings based on our own misunderstanding. Here, it is important to point out that the method of practice taught in the Heart Sutra is a specific method. So do not apply this method to other practices and get them mixed up. Similarly, do not impose other methods to the Heart Sutra's method. Each method or practice in Buddhism has their process and steps, and each can help us to awaken to the truth. But each method has their differences and purposes, so be mindful not to mix and match unskillfully. The part that says what is experienced is that all are beyond arising and ceasing, defiled or pure, increasing or decreasing, is trying to give a description of realizing emptiness. The experience of realizing emptiness is not something that words can describe or souls can comprehend perfectly. Hence, The only way to describe the experience of realizing emptiness is to use negation to overcome conventional words and thoughts as the method to help one awaken to the truth. This approach can be highlighted in the following explanation. Humans that have yet to personally awaken to the truth will not understand the meaning behind the Buddha's words. In this case, even if the Buddha tried to explain things a bit more or use plain and simple descriptions, these extra words will just create more misunderstanding or confusion. This is like a person who is born blind and someone is trying to tell them what the color white is. Person A may say, white is like the white on a crane. In this case, when the blind person touches a crane, they may think that white has the meaning of movement. Then person B says, no, white is like the white of snow. And when the blind person touches snow, they may then think, oh, white is the sensation of coldness. So such extra explanations are useless in helping the blind person understand what the white is. Our situation with respect to the experience of realizing the truth of or the nature of emptiness is much the same. This is why the Buddha did not directly tell us the truth or emptiness, tell us what the truth or emptiness is. It is not possible to directly show us that this thing is called truth or emptiness. Buddha can only help us to understand emptiness using negation to tell us what it is not. Okay, so here is the example for you. This is like painting a scenery of night sky where the moon is revealed by using clouds as the contrast rather than directly painting the moon. So can you see the moon here? The Buddha reveals the truth to us using the skillful aspect of negation. In the Heart Sutra, the experience of realizing emptiness is described as not arising and ceasing, not defiled or pure, not increasing or decreasing. At this point in the sutra, there is an important point to think about. Why does the sutra apply negation to the pairings of arising and ceasing, defiled and pure, and increasing and decreasing? These three pairs of contrasting characteristics embody the way we understand the phenomena of our world. By applying negation to these aspects, the Buddha is helping us to understand and awaken to the nature of emptiness that underlies all dharmas. This part of Sutra is explaining to us that our language and thoughts all have limitations and relativity. That is, everything in this world, as we know it, exists relative to something else. Even when we refer to an absolute or ultimate Dharma, this Dharma also has its relative contrast, and so on. Even though it is referred to as the ultimate, it cannot escape relativity. There is no phenomenon in the world that can escape relativity, and what has relativity is a manifestation that arises depending on causes and conditions. Therefore, the Buddha negated all these characteristics of relativity. Using this method of negation, the Buddha is revealing to us the true nature of emptiness. Nagarjuna describes this as overcoming relativity and not attaching to the absolute. This means that after negating all these contrasting characteristics, we should not attach to any Dharma. And if we still have some attachment, then we are still heading in the wrong direction. This method of negation to reveal the nature of emptiness does not mean that manifested phenomena is being rejected. Rather, the method of negation is to help us understand this nature of emptiness that transcends relativity from the basis of the sameness of all Dharma. Okay. As for the reasons why the Heart Sutra only lists these 6 characteristics or 3 pairs, why did the Sutra not provide more or less? One could argue there is a purpose of this, and others can argue there's not a deeper meaning. Actually, from the aspect of worldly knowledge, the use of these 6 characteristics to reveal emptiness does have meaning. The characteristics of arising and ceasing reflects the aspect of how phenomena come to be and not to be. Arising reflects something coming to existence, and ceasing is the ending of such existence. Defiled and pure reflects the quality of phenomena, where defiled refers to unwholesomeness and pure refers to the quality of wholesomeness. Increasing and decreasing is from the aspect of quantity, where phenomena can increase or decrease in numbers. The phenomena in this world are encompassed by these aspects of existence or non-existence, the wholesomeness or unwholesomeness of each phenomena, and the quantity in which each phenomena exists. This can be explained using a team of people. First, the existence or non-existence of this team is captured by the aspect of arising and ceasing. Second, the unity or disunity, or the progression or disruption of this team can be reflected in the aspect of defiled or pure. Lastly, the growth or diminution of this theme is captured in the aspect of increasing and decreasing. Even Dharma can be encompassed by these aspects of existence, quality, and quantity. Therefore, the Heart Sutra specifically use these three pairings of characteristics. If we look at these three pairs from the bodhisattvas' realization of emptiness, this reflects the bodhisattvas' awakening to the truth of all dharmas, which is none other than emptiness. Emptiness does not mean that something existed and then become non-existent, nor does it mean that something did not exist but now has become to be. This is not how one should interpret does not arise and does not cease. The nature of emptiness is realized by practitioners when they are not obstructed by defilement. This means that while a bodhisattva still has defilements, emptiness is not afflicted by defilement. And when a bodhisattva is free from defilements, the purity of emptiness is not something new. Emptiness is not a newly acquired thing when bodhisattva gain realization, nor is it something that is lost when realization is not attained. And hence there's no increase or decrease in emptiness. This ultimate truth that all dharmas are essentially empty is simply the way things are, right? When one awakens to the truth of emptiness, one will experience that all are beyond science. Hence, the sutra then says, therefore it is described in emptiness that there is no form aggregate, no feeling, perception, volition, and consciousness aggregates. Up to 5 aggregates. Next, the sutra continues to indicate that when experiencing realization of emptiness, there are no 12 bases, no 18 elements, no 12 links of dependent co-arising, and so forth. If these terms sound foreign, don't worry. We will go through this sometime in the future, maybe next year, okay? The start of the sutra covers the 5 aggregates, 12 bases, and 18 elements. These are different approaches to categorizing phenomena and so belong to the aspect of manifested matters. Then the Heart Sutra covers the 12 links of dependent co-arising and the 4 noble truths. And this is to reveal the principle through which phenomena exists. And this belongs to the aspect of truth. Next, the Heart Sutra covers how the 12 links of dependent co-arising and 4 noble truths as insight into the truths, and what wisdom attains is the fruit or results. All these areas cover the aspects of manifested phenomena, the truths, insight practice, wisdom, and attainment. When the bodhisattva reaches the stage where they personally realize the truths, in this state, what is experienced is that everything neither arises nor ceases. It's neither defiled or pure, does not increase or decrease. This is a description of experiencing realization of truths and cannot be perceived through worldly thoughts and conceptions. The only way to truly know it is to practice and experience the truth ourselves, because it is a state beyond language and worldly comprehension. Next, the sutra says, this is because he realizes that there is nothing that can be obtained. All Dharma are not obtainable because there is no intrinsic self to be found, and therefore all Dharmas are empty. This line is giving the reason why bodhisattvas can observe that everything has emptiness as its true nature. For some people, they do not consider all Dharmas as empty because they view the external environment as empty, but the internal mental elements as not empty. And these are the adherents to the doctrine that objects are empty, but the subject exists. Then there are some who interpret emptiness to mean removal of internal errors. But the external environment exists, and these are adherents to the doctrine that objects exist, but the subject is empty. Both of these ideas have a bias to one side, and such people cannot understand the truth behind all phenomena. Existence and emptiness can only be thoroughly realized on the basis that an intrinsic self is not obtainable or found in any Dharma or phenomena. That is, within all Dharmas, the 5 aggregates, 12 bases, 18 elements, dependent co-arising, 4 truths, wisdom, and attainment, it is impossible to find an intrinsic self because the intrinsic self of each Dharma is not obtainable or cannot be found. If phenomena had a fixed intrinsic nature, then to observe that they are unobtainable would itself be a mistake. But the truth is that all Dharmas have no intrinsic nature, that can be found. Therefore, the Heart Sutra says this is because he realizes that there's nothing that can be obtained. Although the intrinsic nature of every Dharma is unobtainable, but sentient beings are ignorant, and so they attach to something as real. This is like when a child sees images of monsters and ghosts. They will feel scared because they do not understand that these are notional designations and not real. They think there is a real monster, and when they hear these names and words, they attach to the object as real. This is the key reason why sentient beings are unable to be liberated. This is ignorance because sentient beings approach all phenomena with the view that there is something to be obtained or grasped. The Heart Sutra showing that when a bodhisattva applies the wisdom of non-attachment to investigate all dharmas, they can let go of attachments to I and mine and therefore gain liberation. The teaching here in the Heart Sutra can be viewed from the principle or doctrinal aspect and the practice and the realization aspect. In terms of principle and doctrine, the teaching explains that the aggregates, etc., are empty because no intrinsic nature can be found in all Dharma. In terms of practice and realization, the teaching show how the application of wisdom of non-attachment allows bodhisattva to experience the nature of emptiness in all Dharma. This line basically puts forth the overall reason why the aggregates, etc., are empty. Once the bodhisattva realizes that the aggregates, etc., are empty, they experience that there are no form aggregates, no feeling, no perception, volition, and consciousness aggregates. They attain the experience because they realize that there is nothing that can be obtained. They experience that there are no eyes, no ears, no tongue, body, mind, no form, sounds, smells, etc., etc. Because they realize that there is nothing that can be obtained. Okay. So insight into emptiness is not merely a debate concerning knowledge and understanding. Rather, we can apply such knowledge and understanding to gain liberation from all sorts of suffering. Therefore, the next part of Heart Sutra begins to explain the result or fruits of accomplishing prajñāpāramitā. In other words, this part is explaining the Nirvana gained by bodhisattvas, in particular, the result that is gained by all three vehicles. On account of relying on prajñāpāramitā, bodhisattvas can observe that all phenomena are empty and no intrinsic self can be found. as a result of skillfully applying this insight, like a blade slicing through air. Bodhisattvas have no attachments and hindrances in their minds. This is described in the treatise as relying on non-attachment to attain no hindrances. Ordinary people lack such wisdom and do not understand all dharmas are empty. Therefore, they attach to dharmas as real existence things, and accordingly their afflictions are as turbulent as crashing waves. This means that they constantly develop attachments and hindrances, like being caught in a thorny bush. In contrast, bodhisattvas are free from defilements and hindrances, and their minds are clear and wholesome. Because they have no attachments and hindrances, they have no fear. Fear arises from the mental activity of ignorance. Because the mind has attachments and the hindrances, we will attach to existence and an intrinsic self and get caught up in the sufferings of gaining and losses, gains or losses. And so fear arises as a consequence. The sutras teach about 5 kinds of fear. They are the loss of reputation, regression to the evil destinies, inability to maintain life's necessities, dying, embarrassment in front of those with virtues. This line ends with attainment of the ultimate Nirvana. Fear is something related to cyclic existence, and when there's no fear of cyclic existence, then naturally all other fears dissolve away. Bodhisattvas understand the nature of emptiness underlying all dharmas, and so they know that all phenomena are illusory. Therefore, they are not hindered by attachments to a self, and so they have no fear. This is the meaning of the line, are free from erroneous views and delusions. Erroneous views refer to all thoughts and behaviors that do not align with the truth. The fundamental erroneous view is the attachment to a self or dharmas. Because of these errors, people mistake impermanence to be permanent. They think that what is not joyful is joyful. They attach to a self where there's no self. They take what is defiled to be pure, and they undertake all sorts of unwholesome practices. Delusions refers to incorrect thoughts or inverted views. Bodhisattvas rely on the practice of prajñā to awaken to the truth of emptiness and they practice the middle way to be free from erroneous views and delusions. That is, they practice prajñā and the middle way to eliminate the various errors concerning mind and body, self and others, material matter and intrinsic self. By doing so, they can uproot the fundamental cause of suffering, have no more fear of cyclic existence, and can attain the ultimate, which refers to Nirvana. Nirvana is Sanskrit, meaning cessation or stillness. In Nirvana, all disturbances do not exist. And so it is described as the ultimate. Bodhisattvas free themselves from erroneous views and delusion and gain nirvana through the practice of prajñā. If we practice as such and understand the truth of all dharmas, then we too can reduce many of the suffering we experience. This is not only applied to sufferings associated with worldly matters and dealing with people, but the fundamental suffering of cyclic existence can also be resolved with the practice of prajñā. So far, the fruit or result discussed is common to all three vehicles. Next, the Heart Sutra talks about the fruit that is unique to the Buddhas. It is not just the bodhisattvas that rely on prajñā, but the Buddhas of all three time periods, the past, present, and future, also rely on prajñā to attain Buddhahood. Any being who perfectly awakened to the truth is called a Buddha. This is evidenced in the Sutra, which says, there is none that does not rely on prajñā as their guide. This means that the Buddhas of the three time periods and the Buddha of the 10 directions also rely on prajñā. From the time of making the initial Bodhi vow, throughout the intermediate stages of practice and cultivating the bodhisattva path, and up until the final attainment of Buddhahood, all Buddhas rely on prajñā. Hence, the Heart Sutra says, rely on Prajñāpāramitā to attain an Uttra Samyak Sambodhi. This part uses a simile to praise the virtue of prajñā. Mantra is something that most Indian people believe have great and mystical functions or powers. Followers of other Indian religions think that when they recite the mantra, they can rely on the spirit's name or mystical words in the mantra to resolve problems that they cannot resolve themselves. This is what they believe. Generally, they think that miracles can be achieved through the use of mantras, including gaining wealth, avoiding a disastrous use of supernatural powers, benefiting others or harming others, and so on. Among the countless mantras known in ancient India, there are some that are considered more powerful. Here, the Heart Sutra uses mantra as a simile to praise the virtue of Prajñāpāramitā. This is also found in the Mahaprajñāpāramitā Sutra, which is the larger version of the Prajñāpāramitā Sutra. That is why there is the sentence that says, therefore it should be known that Prajñāpāramitā is the great mantra. Great mystical is to praise prajna for having great power and strength. Great bright is to praise prajna for its ability to overcome all darkness of ignorance. Unsurpassed is to show that among all practices, there is none that equals prajna. Nirvana is a phenomenon where there is absolute equality and nothing can compare to it. And the prajna is like nirvana, hence the words unequaled is used. Mahaprajñāpāramitā Sutra also says, Prajñāpāramitā is the king of all mantras, which is to symbolize that Prajñāpāramitā is the most important of all practices. Ancient Indians recite mantra mainly to avoid suffering and gain happiness. Here, the Heart Sutra says that relying on prajna, one can be free from the suffering of cyclic existence and attain happiness or of nirvana. To be free from all suffering and gain the ultimate happiness is reflected in the part that says, can eliminate all suffering, and this is true without any deception. The section from bodhisattvas on the account of relying on Prajñāpāramitā, true without any true without any deception, provides the general explanation of liberation from all suffering. The last part of Heart Sutra is not found in the Mahaprajñāpāramitā Sutra. So the last part is the real mantra, okay? The last part in the Heart Sutra is the mantra which says gate gate bra gate bra sam gate bodhi swaha. Okay, so from the understanding of Master Yin-Shun, this is not to gain the power from reciting the mantra, okay? This is the purpose to have this mantra is because if some people can't understand the meaning of the previous part, then they can recite this part and gain some confidence in the teaching. Okay, so this is not to show just recite the mantra and then you can gain everything. So when this mantra is extended, it means all moving to the other shore, all moving to the other shore together, all awakening. May you all quickly achieve Nirvana. This last term, swaha, is similar to the amen in Christianity or Catholic religion, okay? So the Heart Sutra is an extract from the Mahaprajñāpāramitā Sutra that has been circulating as a separate text for the sake of those with weak spiritual foundations and wishing to help them develop faith in the teaching and try and practice the Heart Sutra's teaching. Therefore, this project, this paramita of overcoming all suffering has been written into a mantra format and added after the part that praises prajñā using similes of the great mystical mantra, etc. When one understands the meaning of this mantra, it is none other than the concluding wish that all beings are able to be liberated from suffering and attain awakening. What this implies is when one recites this mantra, it cannot give you liberation immediately, but the good wishes you send to others can help you develop wisdom, develop the wholesome roots and good karma to help you advance in your practice. So, over these few lessons, we have studied the general structure or outline of the Heart Sutra based on practice and awakening. So I hope that it has allowed you to appreciate the Heart Sutra and build a closer connection to this sutra. Okay, I think we got some time for Q&A session, right, Larry?
Maybe 2 questions, it's 4 minutes. So
yeah, any questions? All clear or all is unclear, so don't know how to raise question.
I thought it was very clear.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And any comments, Professor Ring?
No, very clear. There's one thing in the sutra, just a small point, where it says that the phenomena or dharmas are neither increased or decreased.
Yeah.
The American translator from Chinese, who goes by the name of Red Pine, he suggested that it would be more accurate to say, instead of increased, decreased, to say complete nor incomplete.
Oh yeah, it's probably based on the Sanskrit text, I think. I heard this author, Red Pine, yeah, he translated a lot of Chinese stuff.
A whole bunch, yeah. I once went to a workshop with him, yeah.
Yeah, it's good point. Yeah, increase and perfect and imperfect, right? You mean
complete, incomplete.
Incomplete. Yeah, it is also a good point, but we can interpret the text in different way if it really helps us to practice and awaken to the truth. Thank you so much. Any questions?
Anybody there?
Yeah, everybody.
No, I'm here. I was listening. Yeah.
Look tired.
I have a lot of studying to do, I think, on this.
I heard that some of you recite the Heart Sutra every week. Is it? Faye, you are the leader, right? Faye disappeared.
Hey, are you there?
You're there.
Anyhow, I recite it every day.
Oh, really? Good. So you recite English version or Sanskrit?
Yeah, English version. Okay. When I was a monk in Korean, I recited the Sino-Korean version.
Yeah.
Mahaprajñāpāramitā Sutra. Yeah. That doesn't do me any good, really, now that I'm not there. So I recite the English version.
Yeah, good. But actually, the Korean version use the ancient pronunciation of Chinese. You know. Yeah. I mean, similar to the Taiwanese pronunciation, actually. Yeah, I mean the language used in Taiwan, in South area. Yeah. You do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's your dialect. It's dialect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So if no any question, I want to use the time to dedicate our merits. Is that okay? Sorry.
All right, it's a good idea.
I can't see. Sorry. And just a minute. Let me show you the text. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. So can you see the wordings? Okay, so please follow me. Please join your palms. With all the merits I have accumulated.
With all the merits I have accumulated.
From paying respects, making offerings, and confessing my faults.
From paying respects, offerings, and confessing my faults.
From appreciative joy in others' merits and requesting the Dharma.
From appreciative joy in others' merits and requesting the Dharma.
All these merits I dedicate to all beings for their safety, peace, and attainment of unsurpassed bodhi.
All these
merits I dedicate all beings for their safety, peace, and attainment of unsurpassed bodhi.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Venerable.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, three bow to the Buddha.
Larry?
Yep. And bow to the teacher.
Thank you very much for your patience. I hope you really gain some wisdom from the talks, from all Venerables' talk, and from Professor Rim's talk. Yeah, I think this topic is a bit too hard, don't you think? What do you think, Venerable? Professor Ring? Or
no, it's not too hard. It's a good mind stretcher and practice stretcher.
Yeah,
the Heart Sutra, Prajñāpāramitā, and the Heart Sutra are something you come back to again and again. Practice. And when you come back to it, you have understandings you didn't have before. So it deepens understanding. I'm a big fan of Prajñāpāramitā.
Yeah, exactly. So please try to remember some of wise words, wordings, sentences. This day I gave to you. Although this always based on Buddha's teaching.
Okay. See you next year.
See you next year.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
Thank you, Faye. Thank you, Larry.
See you next year.
Have a good rest.
Thank you to all the Venerables. Take
Yes,
care.
thank you.
Thank
I
you.
feel so empty now.
Thank you, Supu.
Be well.
Bye-bye.
Next year.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Stay well. Be careful, everyone.
Thank you.
You too.
Hello, Kim. Long time no
Long time no see.
So can you catch some points from the talk?
Some of them, but not all.
Oh,
I have been chanting it daily, so it does help with some of the explanations.
Very good to hear that you recite the sutra every day.
I'm trying hard.
Yeah. So, but if you can practice more, I mean, three times a day, you probably can realize the text more. Yeah, but it's difficult for you. You need to work for yeah.
Hopefully, when I see you next time in Australia.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Thank you, Supu.
Okay.
Yes.
Very nice to see you. Hello, Tom. Are you all right?
Yes, very well. Thank you. And you?
And I'm well as well.
You're in Hsinchu right now?
Yeah, exactly. Hsinchu. Yeah. If you have some time, welcome to come and visit. Yeah.
Come back definitely as soon as it's safe to do so. It's hard to travel right now.
Okay. It's the hard time for traveling, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Probably next year.
Yes, hopefully. But that was been wonderful. Thank you. Good to see all of you again.
Thank you so much for
Thank you, Tom.
attending the
thank you.
retreat. Hello. Lachlan? Is it Lachlan? Okay. Hello. How old are you?
我8岁。
Oh, eight years old. Hey, good. So primary school first year? Second?
3年级。
Oh, third year. Oh.
2年级。
Is third year or second year?
3年级。
Oh, really? Oh, 8 years old, third year. Amazing. You must be very intelligent. No. What does that word? Very smart.
Yeah, very smart.
你聪明吗？哈，聪明吗？真的吗？
we need wisdom, okay?
Did you hear that? We need wisdom.
Smart is not enough. We need to be
You
wise.
understand? So you need to chant more the Heart Sutra.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
他会跟我一起念，
Oh,
因为
good.
我有那个拼音在那个中文隔壁嘛。
Oh, good. Similar to my situation when I was 7 years old, I start to recite Heart Sutra every morning, 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
I got up very early when I was young.
Can you do that?
No, probably too hard.
对，谢谢师父。
Yeah.
谢谢。
Yeah, you're welcome. Hope to see you soon in Australia, if possible. Yeah. So Faye, all is going well this year.
Oh yes, very well.
Thank you for organizing the Dharma retreat again.
Yeah. Later on, we have this continuation, right?
You mean English class?
No, English class. I just go to Saturday for this.
Oh yeah. So you still need some Dharma friends to discuss Buddhist teaching, right?
Yeah, we have a few there, around maybe under 10.
Under 10.
Yeah, but they didn't come this Dharma retreat. They don't want to be online.
Oh, sorry, they don't attend the Dharma retreat. Did you mean that?
No, they don't. They only come Saturday and then Sunday they
go.
go.
I see.
Yeah.
They have to work.
They have to work, yeah.
So no time.
Plus they are not say systematic anymore because they just started what the way to Buddhahood.
Good.
Chang-Tzu give it to them. And,
okay, so which chapter have you?
They do it from chapter 3.
Oh, chapter 3.
That's why Yan-Rong Fa-Si give this to the first chapter. I was so happy.
Very helpful.
You know, say anything, yeah, because they think, see, that the newcomers, they're mostly newcomers, and they emphasize more on meditation. They like to do meditations.
Yeah, but meditation is one thing to do. We have something else and still important to.
Oh yeah, because lately they were doing, I was doing something with them with say Eightfold Noble Path from Bhikkhu Bodhi's book.
Yeah.
So we finished that one, and then now Chang-Tzu give them 37 enlightenment factors.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Well, we have to give them all this terminology.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they ask me too many questions. I don't know how to answer.
Yeah. So what do you think?
You guys come, huh?
We probably need to give something primary, I think, to advance.
The basic, all the terminology. And then we started like 5 aggregate and all this, they don't know what a 5 aggregate.
Really? But I think you all should have known this very well.
No, not those people. They all, no. I think most of them, you haven't met them yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's all the new coming. Just came about 3-4 years, to the monastery,
Okay.
They're very that diligent to study though.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they asked a very deep thing, like they said, what is bardo? What am I going to do after I die? Oh, that's what I said to see.
Don't worry. Yeah.
That's what I said. Why do you worry? Wait until you die, you know.
You just tell them the principle of karmic forces, karmic force.
Okay, what is the karmic forces? Where does this come from? This is the question I get every Saturday.
It comes from our wholesome deeds, right?
Yeah, I try, but I mean, sometimes I just send them the article I find from somewhere, let them read.
Yeah, you can show them a sort of example. For example, the football, if you kick football in one direction and the football keep moving on that direction, right? So don't worry.
I find a lot of a good article. I just send it to them, let them read, and then we discuss it. That's all.
Good.
I'm not going to answer that questions. I mean, sometimes it's very strange question. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, just ask them to find the question, to find the answer for themselves.
Yes.
Yeah, themselves.
I try to encourage them to come more on monastery to practice. That's it.
Yeah.
And I push it to Chang-Tzu. Let him do it.
So now the monastery open to the public, right?
This coming Saturday.
Coming Saturday, okay.
Last time we would like to have a retreat with the Kaiying Fashi, but all of a sudden the COVID went up so high, and then Chang-Tzu said, "Oh no," Kaiying Fashi said, "No, we're not going to do this because otherwise, if somebody gets sick, it will be more problem." Yeah,
so
we postpone it.
You don't go to the main hall to do the activity, you mean?
Well, because we have more than 30 people.
Oh, I see.
So we can not this small group. It's from a lot of places, from Kaiying Fashi's devotees also.
Oh, okay.
From New York, from Colorado, from whatever, Florida. So they then Kaiying Fashi said, let's postpone it, see what happened. Maybe in the fall again. Normally we do it in spring and fall.
Okay. So this year,
no,
in fall,
many years already.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Every year.
Yeah, every year he comes twice in the fall and spring and fall for like about also 3-4 days, sometimes 1 week. I don't know. Depends on his schedule.
But it's usually an Abhidharma course, right?
No, not Abhidharma. For Sui Nian, what is it?
Oh, it's a sort of retreat.
Meditation. Yeah, meditation. They're sitting there all day, walking around.
Okay,
walking around. Not lecture. Lecture only one hour a day.
Oh, I see. And then digest the lecture. The rest of time.
They call it
meditation.
I don't know. They call it not meeting. What is it? 小餐是怎么讲？我都不知道。
Yeah. Interview,
and then ask questions.
Yeah. Okay,
so
good. So everything good in your place?
Oh yeah, it's good. Everything okay.
And
no problem.
You are not affected by COVID pandemic?
The COVID afraid of me.
Oh, really? Oh. Because you are.
I learned I have a triple gems vaccine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm not afraid. I don't catch anything.
Yeah.
I'm
me
fine.
Too.
Huh?
I use the vaccine of triple gem.
Yes, exactly. That works. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I'm still very well.
Yeah.
And no headache at all. quite a few people after they vaccinate and they got headache and got fever. Yeah, many.
They have reaction. Some people have more reaction.
Side effect. Yeah.
So in Fujian, everybody okay?
Yeah, everyone.
Nobody COVID? No COVID?
I'm not so sure, but everyone looks good.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
How about where?
Some people don't have syndrome.
Yes,
syndrome?
Yes, yeah. Symptom.
Yeah, symptom. Yeah. Some people don't have.
The other day, I don't have time and talk.
My master have done 3 inject, right? Vaccine. Yeah, 3 times.
3 times. Oh boy, he's so there, huh?
Yeah, he followed the principle very well.
Courageous. How many times you get?
Regular, the rule. Rule.
Very, very disciplined, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like Japanese, because he used to do his PhD in Japan.
Yeah, I know. I know that. Yeah.
So he became a sort of Japanese style.
Does he speak Japanese? Does he speak Japanese?
Yeah, he speaks Japanese very well. Very fluent.
Oh, good. Yeah. That's good. It's easy. Yeah. So in fact, I also follow Chang-Rui Fashi.
Oh, the internet
course. Internet course, yeah.
So, he gave the lecture to the audience in New York, right?
Yeah, but it's online.
Yeah, cool.
It's online. He's in Taiwan.
Yeah, he's in Taiwan. I know.
Yeah, he's in Taiwan.
I sometimes met him.
Oh, you do? Say hello for me.
No, not now.
No. Did you have any contact with the what is it, Changheng Fashi used to be?
Not really.
He's already disrobed, right?
Yeah, exactly. So you know this.
Yeah, I think Huguan Fashi sent him to us take care of Ren Lao before.
Yeah.
He and the other one, well, I don't remember the other. Changheng, and it is another one.
Changqian.
The one that working for Hozhong Fashi.
Yeah, Changqian. Yeah, is one of my Dharma brother.
Yes. I mean, I know them, 2 of them come here, but I'm also following this Changheng. 应该叫林老师, right?
Lin老师. So you still attend his class, right?
Well, not all the time because it's getting too complicated. He has too many things going on, but it's good reference. He's still sending it to me. Yeah, he's good. So now he's healthy, not like before.
Yeah, exactly.
He's so good now. He's very healthy. Yeah.
So any ideas about next year's Dharma retreat?
Well, you did it good, so they're fine. So far, I think just continue with the Yin-Shun work. That's all I want to do.
Is Dharma teaching. Okay.
Dharma
good.
teaching. And then I try to convince Zhengren Fashi come and doing the meditation because they like her to teach it 1 year, remember? Zhengren Fashi.
Yeah. You mean through internet?
No, in the class.
Or in the class?
Yeah.
But now she's busy in New York.
Yeah, I know. That's what she kept telling me. She's very busy then. But I don't know who I can find. There is not easy.
Oh, you mean during the retreat? You mean during
yes.
Or weekends or during retreat?
During the retreat.
But next year, the retreat will probably in the same way.
Same thing, you think? It's no more coming?
Because
still?
Children and I reach agreement to conduct to conduct the class on internet. So at least next week, but I'm not sure whether the year after next year. Probably we will go to America, to go to New Jersey.
Yeah, because even like if you people come from Fujian to New Jersey, we still can use Zoom for the people over the world.
Really, but
the world, right?
The internet speed is not good enough, I think. Do you think so? In Bodhi Monastery.
Good.
Really?
Yes.
Cable or 4G, 5G?
Same as what I use. Whatever, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's a good idea to
spreading to the world.
Yeah, to present the class on internet for those who cannot attend in person.
Yes, because they would like to come to
probably
contact with the teacher and the monastic, more monastic, let's put it that way, because we don't have much monastic in our monastery anymore now. Only Guoqin,
Yeah. Don't worry. Things will change and better.
Yeah, that's right. I hope impermanent, right? Impermanent.
Yeah. Just keep pray and make vow.
Yeah. That's right. Okay.
Or more monastic come and stay and practice the Dharma diligently.
That's right. I always before I request with Ho Guan Yin Zhang, I think I tell him to send Fujian student come to our monastery, maybe 1 year or half a year or something. Then she said,
"Yeah, I used to have this plan. I used to have this plan and discuss this plan with Venerable Guoqin.
Yes,
but the conditions are not mature.
Yeah, maybe because there's nobody cooking. They don't want nobody eat. But actually, we can arrange. Yeah.
No. All students in Fujian can cook.
Yeah,
but how can I say? Their personality is not stable. They may become lazy or something if no one force them to be
only student, right? It's only student.
Yeah, they're still student, and some personnel
yeah,
have their work
okay.
in the institute. So if I have more personal
if you have any
goals, sure, I will share with Bodhi Monastery, no problem. I'm happy to. But because not suitable person to do this.
Yeah, because I know like Fa Gusan, Dhammadram, they always have people coming and going from their monastery there.
Yeah, it's called, how can I say, shift? No, shift? No, not really. You know the rotation shift, right?
Yeah, shift.
Shift, yeah. So
but sometimes they come from Taiwan too.
Yeah, but short term.
Short term,
Only
mostly about 2 years, I think. Huh?
No, a few weeks.
Oh no, not that.
Only the abbess or abbot for longer time. But for
abbot is the one that's coming and going, and there were some coming like half a year, some is the 1 year.
I mean the abbots in in how can 东出禅师
Oh yeah. They're there all the time.
Not headquarters, not the
Their headquarters, yeah. We have a different. I mean, Dharma Drum have a different other places. 分会.
Yeah.
And also Guoyan Fashi come back to a retreat center in Pine Bush.
Oh, really? So you know Guoyan Fashi very well?
Oh, I know him very well.
Okay, old friend.
No, not old friend. I just know him. He since before Bodhi Monastery exists, and I went there. I am Fakusan.
Okay.
So before Tongjing Lan Road, 20 years ago, before 20 years ago, I was on Dharma Drum. And John,
really? Okay.
With Sun Yan Fashi, yeah.
Good.
And after
so what about you know the American monk, he disrobed a few years ago.
Hang Wen.
Yeah. What about
he come back with Guoyan Fashi because he knows him too.
So
he's not a monk yet.
He's not a monk yet.
Yeah,
still
he has the Lyme disease.
Okay.
So he has to recuperate before he come back, I think.
Oh, I see.
Because he was so sick and then he has to get out.
Oh.
But he's still doing for teaching Dharma and meditation and all that.
Okay.
He started with the regular devotees when he was the Chang-Tzu. Yeah.
Good. Okay. I think it's time you should go to bed.
That's okay. Yeah, you have to go to do your work, clean up or something.
No, not really. I'm ready for the class tonight.
Oh.
Just need to have some rest. I'm so nervous this day.
I know. It's so strenuous, right? So stressed.
Yeah. Because English is not my mother tongue. I need to prepare and
so
spend
where do you take this class? Where do you giving?
Sorry?
What classes you giving it?
The Dharma retreat Chinese class tonight is my turn.
Where? Not us, right?
For you, yeah.
Oh, you already done, so you need a rest.
No. I just finished English class, but I will begin my Chinese class.
Oh, I see.
Tonight in Taiwan, but tomorrow in US.
I see.
Yeah,
tomorrow morning, 7:30 for us.
Yeah, is it too early, you mean?
No. For me, it's okay.
Okay, good.
But tomorrow you have a long day. You better go take a rest now.
Yeah, that's fine. I just need a half an hour.
Oh, okay.
Rest. I don't need long time rest.
Yeah, but that's tomorrow night for you, right? No. Tonight. It's tonight for you and tomorrow morning for me, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Thank
wish
you.
you have a good night and a sweet dream.
Yeah, tomorrow I mean your class I will be there tomorrow all day.
Okay, keep in touch. And if you have any ideas about the Dharma retreat next year, just let me know. We can organize earlier.
You mean the topic or something?
Topic. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Topic, I think as long as it's all this
Yeah. So are you happy with the topic this year?
Excuse me?
Are you happy with the topic?
Oh yeah, very happy. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, we all.
But at first when I see you were doing this Heart Sutra, I was a little bit worried. It's very difficult one. I said, you know, so it's not you, it's not for you. It's very difficult for the student.
Yeah. But what's the reflection, feedback? Did you get any feedback from Dharma?
Yesterday, everybody seems like they don't know what is going on. That's why because the emptiness, they don't know what to say. Because they never really introduced what emptiness before. They only hear it, yeah.
So I better to give more explanation.
Yeah, but for this 4 days, I think it's not enough. You know, 4 days lecture is not enough. Yeah, we chant we chant this. Today you do this merit, right? The merit, transfer merit.
Yeah.
We do it every week.
Oh, good.
I used your thing last year. Remember?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I copied that. So we always do use that and then chant this Heart Sutra every week. Good, so people like it. Yeah. So because I have to introduce some practical thing, not just in the book. Because
I'm so sorry to hear that everyone get confused.
Well, yesterday it's not easy, even like for regular people, I would say, because
that's why so many.
It's very difficult.
But what about the content today?
Oh yeah, today is easier because you don't say too much about the difficult part. Maybe because yesterday the difficult part is over, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that
the most difficult part is
are you going to send me the copy, right?
Yeah, I try to convert the PPT into an article first. And then probably you can discuss this article on this study class, group. Yes,
that's what I'm thinking, to use this to refresh what they were learning.
To review. I think it's better for them to review what they have learned and deeper understanding of the text. I will send you as soon as possible. Yeah, I will. Okay, not to rush because we only once a week anyway. So because a lot of devotees, they did not come to the class, so it's also good good new thing for them. Yeah, but you have recordings for them, right? I recorded, but I did not download it yet. Oh, okay. Yeah. So probably you need to edit and then upload to YouTube. Larry would do that. Larry. Okay, good. Larry would. Okay. Thank you very much. See you tonight. Yeah. See you. Yeah. Bye. Bye. Bye.